You do not need that type of help. So I used to tell guys I'd focus more on cash sales, and I probably wouldn't do that much in the futures or options business. And you know, I think it pissed off some people there for a couple of years or 2 or 3 years. And oh well, so be it. Like I said, I wasn't really looking to make friends here. I was trying to, you know, to do the best for the producers and you guys and give you the best information that I seen at the time. I think, in my opinion, that's changed in the last 3 or 4 years. You have to, you know, I hate to say it, but you have to figure out how to get more flexibility in your marketing plans. You have to do this. Like I said, it's a zero-sum game. You're playing touch football in the backyard, you guys that aren't using it. And they're unfortunately your competition and the guys coming over the hill on the horizon. You know, fragmentation, high gross players understand this. And they're marketing at a much better and much more efficient level. Some of our producers and the guys that are on my board of directors we talk about, he said, Kevin, I can't afford for my neighbors and the guys over here to get way ahead of me on this marketing now that we're moving $2, $3 extremes. He's like, all of a sudden they're sitting on tons of cash, and then they're going around to all my guys that I'm leasing with, and they're bidding up all the ground on me, and I'm in deep, deep trouble. That didn't used to be the case when we only moved from $3 to $3.50, back to $2.50 to $4. You know, that wasn't the case. Now that is a huge problem. Your neighbor hits a big home run, and you're over there on the sideline. That's probably going to be a little painful if he does it a couple of years in a row. Total range of 250 on 250,000 bushels. I don't think I'm telling anybody anything they don't know. You guys do the math at home all the time. $500,000. Could make or break some people. Like I said, the guys in Louisville, when I spoke out in Louisville at the keynote, had 2 moms. Some of the guys will tell you, 2 women came up crying. They said, you know, we really appreciate everything you've done. It's unbelievable. And you've helped us so much stay on top of all this. They're just, can you help our kids? They go to college, and they said, my husband can help. They know how to farm. They absolutely know how to farm. We can teach them how to farm. They're like, we're scared to death of turning over this to our sons or daughters with these markets the way they are. One bad move, and it's over. You guys have heard me tell you about, you know, terrific producer in Illinois, president of the big bank. They had 17 locations, whatever. Him and his dad had been farming for years. 10,000 acre operation. When that market went down 2 years ago, when it broke, you know, off that January report, headed down below, it got down to 4, and then it made its way back to 450. And every analyst out there was saying, holy shit, you got to get sold because this thing's going to 3 something, going below $4. I told you guys this, and there's been countless people telling me they sold 100% of 10, they sold 70, or I think it was 100% 11, and 60% of 12 at 450. And then guess what happened? I get a phone call. I remember the day I'm watching Jordan play football. I get a phone call from a guy who says, holy shit. He's like, we got big, big problems. I'm like, what? He's like, you know, I told you we got all that sold. And he was telling me how great this analyst was he was following. Got all this sold, pre-sold out in all these years. He says, I'm making 130 bushels. I said, well, you know, he's in Illinois. I mean, he's banging home 200s plus. I said, just calm down. Wait till you get in the good field. He says, I am in the good field, damn it. He said, this is the good field. I went here first to make sure. I said, oh boy, we got issues. And I'm telling you, they've been digging out of this hole and digging out. So be careful in these environments. Do not follow people that are going to get you extremely oversold. You can't predict that out. I don't care what they tell you. Supply, demand, balance sheets, this, that, and the other. Be cautious. Play the game. Don't preconceive ideas. Break the huddle. Look at every play. Look at every situation and make the right play, the right read on that situation. I'd be cautious getting way far out on the oversold train. Same type of deal in beans. Not telling you anything you don't know. Here you go. Some of these guys at Daniels have put this out on a video. Carl and some of the guys at Buckeye, we talked about it one time, and I thought it was pretty interesting until I threw some of the stuff in here. They're not the markets of old anymore. Not telling you anything you don't know. Hell, we go to lunch, come back, we might have been 20 higher. Next thing I come back, we're 20 lower. I mean, the ranges are insane. They're ridiculous. So know that as we move forward. That's why you need the flexibility in the marketing plans. I think they point out a good point. 30 days, we went from $8 to $6. 30 days. That's a $2 move. On 50,000 bushels, that's 100 grand. I mean, I'm not telling you guys. You guys live this every day. I mean, you guys live this volatility, so I know I'm not pointing anything out that you don't know. It's just when you see it on paper, it's just a little more, hits home a little bit more. Here you go, boom, boom. Same type of deal. 30-day moves, you're getting $1.90, $1.70 moves. Look, I mean, that's That's the way this thing's playing out. It's not just like it's just a one-time thing. I mean, this is how we're moving forward. Where are we going from here? You know, they make a good statement. They said in their thing, are you willing to bet your livelihood on it? Unfortunately, that's what we're left to look at every single day. You know, every day. That's why I try and put everything I have into this, because I know you guys have a lot on the line. So I tell Michelle and I tell the kids, and it's one of the things around the house, I said, I don't give a shit what you do in life. When you leave this house, you're going to be good at something. You're going to know how to be good. I'll give Jordan a hard time with sports. I said, shit, collect stamps then. I don't care if you're going to cry about it, you're going to quit. I said, be the best stamp collector then, if that's what you want, if this is too hard for you. But you're going to learn how to work hard, and at the end of the day, when the whistle blows and it's all over, did you put every bit of effort into it to be the best? So before I hit send every morning, I double check. Michelle's like, my gosh, you're eating up with trying. I just want to make sure I give you everything that's out there for you to make your best decision. And I know, because your guys' livelihood depends on it, I'm not saying I'm going to be right. By no means. I mean, trust me. Let's say I sat on Andy's board of directors. I've given him plenty of bad advice. We talk about it all the time. We'll tell you about it later. I about quit one time because he was going to, I'll just tell you right now. We had hired a couple of traders. One of their dads was a big shot at one of the exchanges. I liked the boys. They were good kids. They were a little ornery. Andy says, fire them some bitches. Fire them, fire them, fire them. I said, that's it. Shit, I'm done, man. I'm packing my shit in. I did, didn't I? I said, if you're going to do this to these boys, I'm quitting. I'm done with this. He's like, you got to be shitting me. He's like, all right, fine. I'll keep him. 2 weeks later, I think it cost him $500,000. He's like, boy, that's a swell move, man. Can you give me some more tips like that? He's like, you got to be shitting me. And he's got to bring it up every time we meet new people. He's like, yeah, this guy here, boy, he's at it, boy. He gets pissed and bulled up, and he's going to quit and kick your ass. And he's like, be careful. It costs you a lot of money sometimes. So that just let you know, so we've had some of those. But I like I said, I'll try and give you my best shot on it and where we're headed. So I know it's critically important, especially with the waters this high. They point out seller's remorse. I love this term, seller's remorse. This is what we all have. I mean, here we are, $6. Do I make the sale? Do I not? You know, I got to hear Isaac Christie tell me, and Musselman, and all the guys that call in, and Robin, you're just, oh man, I don't want to sell. Because you know why? As soon as I tell you to sell, bingo, there we go, and I'm getting the fall. Nice move, Kevin. That was really smart. Shit, I could have got a lot more. I know the routine. I hear it every day. So you've got to come up with some plans and some strategies. If you pull the trigger there, guys, re-own the board. Mark Gold, he's one of the partners with Andy. He does a great job of some re-ownership strategies as far as bull call spreads, things of that nature. There are different things you can do. When the market took off, like Andy said in Decatur, and we went to plus 40 on the basis, why in the hell was I calling guys and they would not sell the corn? I'd say to them, guys, we got to make a sale. Let's make some sales. We're playing the basis at that point. The basis jumps 40 cents. Move it. Re-own the board. Hell, you could buy $8 calls for a dime if you want a lottery ticket. I mean, then you got 10 cents of total risk, not the entire risk sitting in the bin. The basis could fall 10 cents in the blink of an eye, like Tom said. He flips the switch at the ethanol plant. The basis, the front end basis goes right in the shitter. Now you lost 70 cents. That makes no sense. And I guarantee you, here was several of my calls. I'd be like, man, we got to make some sales. Sell some of this. Well, I will. And I knew there was apprehension there. I said, how's it going out there? Oh, awesome, man. Just got a few new bins built. Got some others built. That's good. How the kids? How's everybody? Sports good? Yeah. 2 weeks, call back. Did you get them sales made? Oh, shit. No, I didn't make them. What happened? God dang it, Kevin. He's like, I built that new storage out there. I got to put that in that storage. I have toys too. I realize that. And I know your wife will be pissed if you build that new storage and you don't put some grain in it. That's probably a stupid move on your part. The storage is for when prices are low and the basis is shitty. So if the prices are good and the basis is strong, we've got to move bushels out of storage. I know you've built it and you want to use it, but let's make sure we're on the same page. You have to move it when the basis improves dramatically. And we can come up with ways. Guys, call the office, call some people, have some relationships. That's why I said build relationships with people in this industry immediately to help you work around these issues. Build one with people you can trust. You can always call in the office. I got guys that call in who've been with I can point out some guys over here that have been with their same broker or trader for years. That's fine. I don't have an issue with that. Call me and I'll let you know if they're bullshitting you're lying to you. I'll at least give you my best opinion anyway. But come up with some ideas or strategies that can help you not have seller's remorse. I think there's guys here that can help all of you with that. Holding too long. Here's the favorite. Trading 780. I get bearish. Oh, I had to listen to Dallenberg bust my ass. Oh, what's the big Arctic bear doing today? What's he saying? I had other guys calling in. Yeah, I hear you guys. So you guys are getting all bulled up right there at that time, and that's fine. I didn't have an issue. Here we go. Next thing around the horn. Bingo. There we go. I called 5, 10 guys at right between 750 and 780 to make sales. You want to know how many made the sales? Zippity-doo-dah. Paying me for that information, by the way. Not sure I understood that one, but here was the lines. I'll give you the variety of lines. Oh shit, Kevin missed it. I said, what do you mean you missed it? Damn it, I was looking at some stuff and reading some charts and looking at some diagrams and angles and flux capacitors and this and this. I don't know what the hell he's even saying. I put an order in at 802. I was gonna, I thought I could, I know exactly where 802 was my order. Why 802? Well, shit, everybody would probably be at 801. I go to 802. Okay. Then I had some other guys. We're going to go 799. Why? All the stops are at $8. We're going 799. We know they probably won't get there. Or maybe it will. I'd hear some theories, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Guys, when you're getting in these extremes, we are not that good. I am no way that good. You will not hear me try and give you specific price orders. I'm no way. I am not anywhere close to that good. So if you think I am, yeah, I'm not. And if you're following people that you think are, they're not.